Have you ever noticed that some people seem to have a kind of money magnet, while others struggle, strive, work hard, and yet the money slips through their fingers? But what if I told you that it's not just about work, not just with financial intelligence? What if I told you there's something deeper, something that begins within from you? Think about these questions for a moment. Why do some people earn little but manage to save and multiply their wealth, while others earn well but live in constant hardship? Why do some people make financial choices with such clarity, and others seem to repeat the same mistakes month after month? And most importantly, have you ever stopped to think that maybe it's not money that you lack, but what about financial leadership, which you still haven't learned to exercise? Today, we're going to talk about something that nobody teaches in school, most parents don't know how to convey, and that almost nobody discusses honestly: how to manage your money so that money wants to stay with you. Try, because money doesn't follow disorganization. Don't follow fear. Don't follow your impulses. Money follows leadership. And when you learn to lead money, instead of being led by it, everything changes. The first point: you don't attract the money you want. You attract the money you can handle. People say a lot: I wanted to earn more. I wanted to have stability. I wanted to live peacefully. But inside, deep down, they are not prepared to receive more. They want more money, but they live like someone who wouldn't know what to do with it. Here are some simple examples. You might find something you can relate to. Receives extra money, but spends it quickly, as if it were found money. Making impulse purchases without realizing that impulse is an emotional escape. Avoids looking at bank statements because he doesn't want to see reality. They are afraid to say no to social spending so as not to appear poor. Believes that money is for spending, not for multiplying. Feels guilty when she saves money for himself, herself. Do you notice a pattern? Those who don't manage their own money become controlled by their emotions. And when emotions take over, the money disappears because money demands something: consistency, not impulsivity. The root of the problem: you are reproducing behaviors that aren't your own. Many of the financial decisions you make today, they are not really yours. They are inherited, based on how their parents handled money, from the scarcity that you witnessed, from the guilt they taught you when you had something that others didn't, from the feeling that money is dangerous, money is hard to find, money drives people away. You carry beliefs that you never chose, and these beliefs control your financial behavior without you even realizing it. People who spend compulsively don't have a spending problem. They have emotional issues. People who can't remember things don't have a problem with discipline. They have a problem with fear. Fear of the future. Fear of repeating the past. Fear of appearing petty. Fear of living too little. But fear alone does not build security. Fear creates disorder, and disorder repels money. The second point: money doesn't like confusion. It seeks structure. If I gave you $50,000 right now, would you know exactly what to do with it? Think honestly. Not what you might that I would do, but what would you really do? Because money only grows in the hands of those who have a plan. Money without leadership turns into chaos. See examples. People who pay installments but don't remember where the money came from. People who have 3 credit cards, 5 subscriptions, and say they don't know where the money went. People who say, I deserve to give myself this gift, not because they deserve it, but because they need to numb some frustration. People who think that organizing money is something only rich people do, when in reality, it's precisely organization that makes someone successful. to become Rico. Do you want to attract more money? So prepare a space to receive him. Money doesn't grow on the ground. It grows in well-tended soil. Money needs direction. It needs a destination. It needs an owner, not a victim. Third point, the energy of wealth does not combine with the behavior of poverty. Here's a hard but liberating truth. You can't live a life of wealth with the habits of poverty. Poverty is not a lack of money. It's a lack of emotional stability. Emotional poverty involves buying things to impress. Emotional poverty confuses desire with need. Emotional poverty sabotages itself at the first sign of financial influx. Emotional poverty dramatizes. I deserve it because I suffered. Emotional poverty is a constant cycle of putting out fires. Wealth is the opposite. Wealth creates margin. Wealthy people think before they act. Wealth controls impulses. Wealth prioritizes the future. Wealth cannot be bought to prove anything. Wealth doesn't need to be displayed. Wealth is calmness. Poverty is anxiety. And money follows the calm. Fourth point, money leadership begins on 3 fronts. Now, let's go to how to change, in a practical, concrete, and feasible way. Wonster T. Han. Shonder T. Mental leadership. Stop saying things like, money disappears quickly. Money is hard to come by. I never have any leftovers. I wasn't born to be rich. Your mind will follow exactly what you affirm. Those who believe they are always losing money repeat their mistakes. Those who believe they will never have it create self-sabotage. Say this with conviction every day. I am capable of managing my money. My money respects me because I respect it. I create security for myself. See, change starts here. 2. Emotional leadership. Before each expense, ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Not what I want, but what I feel. Because most purchases are not rational, it's emotional. If you are tired, frustrated, needy, anxious, bored, wanting to prove something, you are on dangerous ground. Breathe. Wait 24 hours. See if it still makes sense. The next day, it usually doesn't happen. You just saved money and regained power. 3. Practical leadership. Money needs routine. You lead what you oversee. Review your expenses every day. 2 minutes is enough. Organize into 3 groups: necessary, important, superfluous. Set a weekly amount for wants and stick to it. Create a reserve, even a small one. $10 a week can already change your brain. Stop buying things on installment plans that won't last longer than the installment payment itself. Managing money isn't about controlling every penny. It is to create conscience. When you are mindful, the money stays. When you're not paying attention, money slips away. 5th point, money doesn't want to be spent. It wants to be directed. You don't attract money by wanting to have money. You attract money when you show it where it's going. The money goes to those who know how to use it. He stays with those who have a purpose. And it grows in the hands of those who have vision. Money is like a team. If the leader is emotional, impulsive, and disorganized, the team becomes disorganized. But when the leader has clarity and consistency, the team produces results. Money works the same way. Stop viewing money as a visitor. See him as someone who wants to live with you, but it will only stay if the environment is stable. 6th point. This isn't about getting rich. It's about being free. Managing your money isn't about luxuries. It's about emotional freedom. It's about not being afraid. Don't be ashamed. Not having that knot in your stomach at the end of the month. Not having the feeling of always being chased. It's about breathing. sleep well, to have peace. Money doesn't bring you peace, but the way you manage it, it works. Conclusion. You don't control the money you have, you control the money you accept having. Money is a consequence of emotional organization, of mental clarity, light discipline, of habits that support growth, of self-reliance and self-leadership. Stop trying to attract money. Start becoming someone that money wants to keep. And repeat these 3 phrases as a commitment to yourself. I control my money. I don't run away from financial reality, I transform it. I deserve a peaceful life. And when your mind understands this, get ready. Because the money starts coming in at the same pace as your leadership.